Hello everyone, it's Mxiety, Twitch partner, Streamloots partner, and here for you every step of the way. So today we wanted to talk about this thing that a lot of people come to me with. How do I talk to people about mental health? I'm not sure where to start. I'm not sure what to do when people come to me with an emergency. What should I do? Well, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not going to pretend to be one by any stretch of the imagination, but what I can recommend is small things that you can do to protect yourself and make sure that you stay safe while also setting comfy, cozy spaces for people to be able to talk about mental health. It's super, super normal to be afraid to talk about mental health, and I want you to feel more comfortable doing so. But before we do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know below, what are some methods that you use to talk to people about mental health? How do you bring it up? How do you make sure that you provide a safe space without, going a little bit over? So let's get started. The number one thing that if you're going to talk about mental health with people, you have to set boundaries. I've heard quite a few streamers talk about the fact that people will come in talking about suicidal ideation or other things that are, really scary and unfamiliar to them. That's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay. That's totally normal. But it's important to set those boundaries. So if somebody comes in and says something that you aren't comfortable with, it's okay to immediately step back and say, hey, we don't talk about that because I am not a professional. I'm not sure how to respond to you. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be cared for. So maybe if you have the time and energy, validate the person that you're talking to. So you deserve love and care, but this is not the right place for it. And be sure to have a list of resources of places that they can go to. The few resources that I immediately recommend that you have in a exclamation resources or something like that is crisis text line, the National Suicide Hotline, Mental Health Guardians, the Jed Foundation, Trevor Project, and many, many others. If you actually Google mental health resources, a bunch will come up. I also have some on my website, so you can check that out at mxiety.com. But yes, definitely don't go at it alone. There's also some great sites like takethis.org and yourrad.org. They're organizations that specifically are meant to help gamers understand mental health concerns. There's also the Games and Online Harassment Hotline. You can call them if you are being harassed online and you're not sure what to do and need general support through that. They're a great resource, and there's plenty more, but definitely, if nothing else, please be sure to have the crisis text line at your disposal as soon as somebody messages you and says something that you're not prepared to help them with in your chat. Another thing, if somebody is coming to you and let's say they're more of a friend, they're not just coming into your stream and dropping a big emotional bomb on you, they're a friend who you always want to be there for and you want to make sure that you can support them. The best thing that you can do for someone who's coming to you with mental health concerns is ask them the golden rule. Do you want to vent or do you need advice? Now, this seems super easy, but it really is. Because sometimes people come to you and they are telling you everything that's wrong and you want to give them advice because you're like, hey, I can solve this for you. But sometimes they're not ready for the advice. They just want to vent. So establishing that from the beginning is a really great way to make sure that you're on the same page with this person and that going forward, the conversation is mutually helpful. If they just want you to listen and they don't want you to give your advice, then sit back and listen, and you can validate their emotions by letting them know that, hey, I still love you, you matter, I'm sorry you're feeling this way, that sucks. Try not to get into, I know how you feel. You might know how somebody feels similarly, but you'll never know exactly how they feel. So please keep that in mind. The last and quick bit of advice that I'm going to give here is try to get mental health first aid training. Now, there is mentalhealthfirstaid.org. You can check out that website or just Google mental health first aid for courses next to you. They're all over the world in a lot of countries. Also, recently, I know that they've expanded to online forums because so many of us are sitting at home. There's also the Streamer Mental Health Kit offered by Geekthereputics. It is a fantastic resource if you are a streamer and specifically want to focus on the needs of other streamers or the community coming at you. The Streamer Mental Health Kit will also explore how to deal with people who might be socially awkward coming into your chat or people who are belligerent and coming into your chat consistently, and making sure that you keep a comfy, cozy, and safe environment at all times. I also want to make something super clear. The reason I say get training is not so that you go out there and pretend to be a therapist or play doctor in any shape or form. Regardless of that, it is not our place to give advice to people. So what you can do is always talk about your experience. Getting mental health first aid training is a safety net for you so that you know what to do, what's a good thing to say, what are some things to avoid. Those are all items that are explored in mental health first aid and in the Streamer mental health kit, and they will just help you in general talk to people about mental health and going forward help reduce the stigma. So again, you're not pretending to be a doctor, you're making sure that all of your boundaries are safe and you create a cozy, safe community, and you know what to say when somebody comes to you and has that emergency without overstepping and pretending to be something that you're not. So that's it for today. I know this was a really brief one. I hope this helps. Don't forget that Streamloots is there for you every step of the way. We're super glad you stopped by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the stuff you're supposed to on YouTube. I'll see you next time.